Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Ooh, with a juke. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and ball by the nose of the football is going to have a first down. Jackson running again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against the defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Jackson now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about a season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed it, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Being chased out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Ravens at 10-4 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Able to slip, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, look at the juke. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 163 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have broken the tie. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact in that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The danger of a punt that good. A 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Flush to his right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And the nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 210 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Jackson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches
a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Wow. 240 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 38, Jackson. Pass incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Hey, report. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
Now it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running.
the ground here on first down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. That one a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give up the middle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis.
I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best.